Class 1 4-H Novice Showmanship. This is the first call for Class 2. Please be ready at the ringside.
this group of young ladies a nice round of applause here. It's a good way to start off the 4-H Showmanship Day. We had a little bit of a rodeo there at the beginning, but it's all just fun, you know. No sweat on them. I won't discount them anything for that right there. But for me, I think the young lady that comes out here and wins, I think she just has the most know-how and knowledge about the project and how to get it done and present it the best way possible. She seems like she puts a lot of work in at home. Every time I look at her, she's got that sheep dinghy set up, or at least she's trying to get her set up. Big thing for me in showmanship is getting that body in front of, getting your body in front of that sheep's animal, and letting that leg just blend straight into that sheep's front end. You just look calm and smooth and comfortable about what you're doing. And I think that young lady comes out here and does a dang good job of doing that. Let's give her a nice round of applause. The young lady that comes out next for me, she's certainly trying really hard out here. Every now and then, I think she might just be trying a little too hard. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to relax a little bit. Bring your body around the animal just a little bit more, okay? You don't have to drive on her as hard, because when you start driving on her really hard, she wants to start to roach up on you. So like, this is showmanship. This is all just about getting presented, looking the best that they can be. So just kind of stand there and relax and let her top line settle down into her spine every now and then, okay? But still, it's an excellent job. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Young lady that comes out in third for me, when she's sitting there and she gets some stuck, you know, it might take her a little bit more time to get her set up, to get that lamb set up. But for me, I still think she does a dang good job at it. I just wish she had a little bit more ring awareness, a little bit more haste, and getting that animal presented to me when I step off to the side of them. But she's still very knowledgeable about her project. I talked to all of them individually for a little bit. An excellent job showing that sheep. Good job, young lady. The young lady that comes down next, she can sit here and still hold for me all day long. I think if she wanted to, for me, I just want to redirect some of your attention to the sheep. I'm a little OCD sometimes. I like straight lines, trying to keep the animal in place and in position at all times. That one wants to push you over just a little bit. I think if you just tell that sheep you're the boss, you get that sheep's head up in the air a little bit more, he won't fight you as much. But an excellent job. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Young lady that rounds out this top 5 here for me, I just wish she'd take a deep breath. I think she's a little bit more scared of this animal than she needs to be. That weather's pretty calm, if I'm being honest, and she walked right up to him and caught him when he was running around the ring. I think you just need a little bit more self-confidence in yourself to get out here and do it, because I think you're an excellent showman. Your body's in the right place. Maybe just lay your leg into him a little bit more and come around a little bit more with your hips. But besides that, I can tell you work good in the home because he's super broke, he's super calm about it. Just lay your leg into him a little bit more and get a little bit harder of a brace out of him. But this was an excellent class of showmanship. Nice way to start off today. Let's give Alton a nice round of applause. Good job.
In 5th place, Sierra Brown. 4th place, Lily Acree. 3rd place, Mackenzie Stallings. 2nd place, Isabel Tapia. And in 1st place, Caitlin Kemp. Next in the ring is Class 2, Heat 1 of Junior 4-H Showmanship. Now entering the ring is Class 2, Junior 4-H Showmanship.
Make a circle, we'll come back to your head.
Let's give all these exhibitors a nice round of applause. I'm going to keep these four to come back here for the next division. I went through and talked to all these individually about some things we'd like to change. I'd like to give a little bit of a shout out to this lady on the end, this young lady on the end. I told her how to change that, how to walk that sheep around the ring. Right when she came in the ring, she immediately changed it, and I think I saw some massive improvements from yesterday as well as right when you walked in the class. So nice job to you, young lady. There's a couple of you guys that were real close to me. Just got to get real nitpicky out here today, try to keep what you want. But again, this is a good class. Let's give them all a nice round of applause. Good job.
Entering the ring is Class 3, Heat 2 of 4-H Junior Showmanship. Next in the ring will be the Junior Drive.
Let's give all these individuals another nice round of applause. I'm excited to bring these four back and put them against the four from the previous class. There's a couple out here that were close for me, just to fine-tune some things in terms of head placement and body placement on the front end of that animal. Keeping them in the correct position at all times. We just double-checking those legs as we move around. But still, this was an excellent class. Like I said, looking forward to getting these back and going back to it one more time. Let's give them all one more nice round of applause.
Returning to the junior drive from Heat 1 is Aurora Cleland, Ben Kemp, Delilah Sexton, and Rissa Fogarty. From Heat 2, Ruger Talbot, Virginia Rizzo, Avonlea Stellick, and Briley Bunn. Now entering the ring is the 4-H junior drive. This is the first call for Class 4, Intermediate 4-H. Please be ready.
They just finished the junior.
Big one, play four.
Glenda Kelly do it. We go to Battle Witten Day, but it's better than the Parliament. And there's nothing.
Excellent class of showmen here. Like I said earlier, I think they're all doing a great job. All the 8 that we brought back and the 2 from the previous class, they all came out here and were extremely competitive in this division. For me though, I think the young man with the blue sheep that leads off, man, that dude's a silent killer. He comes out here, he's calm, he's cool, he's collected. He knows what he's doing. Every now and then, sure, he can get that sheep just a little bit more stretched out and a little bit harder of a brace going on him. But I think that he's the most knowledgeable about this project here and how they're supposed to look and trying to get him out there. He's always actively working to get those sheep legs set up and properly presented. And I think he's also the best on the front end of that animal in terms of his body positioning. And I think he certainly leads his class in terms of comfortability as he moves that animal around the ring. The young lady that comes out in second, it's honestly a really close call here between second and third for me. To be honest, I just call it more good looks of your sheep right there throughout the class than I did of the young man in third. For me, both of you guys are actively working to set legs. I think you did it a little bit more consistently. You kind of started doing it a little bit later in the class. I like your body positioning a little bit more right here when you set them on the profile. As you move around the ring, you look a little bit more comfortable. This young man kind of just, I don't know what you're doing with that other hand here. Just lay it down on the back of that sheep's head if you don't really know where to put it or something like that. That's just really what it is for me between you guys. Both of y'all are excellent showmen. Y'all are getting really good drives out of them. Like I said, let's pay a little bit more attention to those back legs there. And young lady, I just want to bring your body around just ever so slightly to move you on up. Excellent pair there. The young lady that comes down here in fourth, for me, I just want to get a little bit more drive out of that one. I want to show a little bit more intensity. Maybe have a little bit more ring awareness. But I sat there, and the longer I studied her and kept watching her, she's still reaching back there and setting legs. Every now and then, she might sell one just a little off, but she'd go back and try to readjust it once she realized it. I might just say, have a little bit more attention about that. Just pay a little bit better attention there and just trying to get them set a little bit closer, maybe a little bit more quicker, and then just sit down and have a little bit more intensity about that drive. I think you can make that ewe look exceptionally well if you sit down and make her drive up into you, okay? Young man, that rounds out the top five, dude. I had you pick, to kind of work our way on up into first or second for me at the beginning of this deal. But dude, I want you to reach back there and set those back legs. You're as tall as me. You got enough length back there. I think if you would literally just set that, use back legs, you're easily in contention for top spot for me today. And that's what kind of gets you beat right here. These three individuals in front of you, they all did that. They were all actively working. I'll give you a little bit more time to reach back there and get those legs set. As long as you do it right the first time, and try to do it with some consistency and ease and poise about it. But like I said, this was an excellent class. Excited to go through the rest of them. Let's give them all one more nice round of applause. Good job.
In 8th place, Avonlea Stellick. 7th, Briley Bunn. 6th, Caitlin Kemp. 5th, Ben Kemp. 4th, Virginia Rizzo. 3rd, Risa Fogarty. 2nd, Delilah Sexton. And in 1st, Ruger Talbot. Next in the ring is Class 4 4-H Intermediate Showmanship. Currently in the ring is Class 4, 4H Intermediate Showmanship. This is the first call for Class 5. Please be ready. Just a quick announcement for all exhibitors. Make sure you guys head on over to the sale barn and get your photo taken in front of the backdrop. And then the sale order is posted outside of the office, so make sure you head on over there today and that your correct animal is in sale.
Brother now? Yeah. He wears some pretty
Yeah, I'll put it right there.
That's baby parts of it. Nice baby parts. It's so cute. Oh, I'm so glad you took a shower. I'm so glad. I took a She took it off. She's getting mad. Get as big as you, and then you'll get bigger, and then
So this is last.
my child bought it for me. This is it's for mom. Aw, you did. Oh no. That's my friend Tony.
Back where you are.
Excellent class of showmen here. For me, I think the young lady that leads off, I think she comes out here and she just checks the most boxes for me in terms of knowing what she's trying to do and getting that accomplished. Sure, every now and then I might catch her a little off as I'm moving around the front of her, but that's just being really critical there. I like this lady's process the most of any individual out here. She sometimes can take a little longer, but she's really working to get those legs in the right place more than anyone else, and I had said it earlier on the mic, I'll give you a little bit more time. As long as when you move your body around the front of that animal, it's highly presented and its legs are set in the right place. That lady's body positioning in front of that sheep is exceptionally good, and I like how she's actively working to keep that sheep's top down. She realizes that sheep's balls, and she's out here showing them out of them pretty darn good. Let's give her a nice round of applause. The young man that comes out here in second for me, I love that dude's body position, and he's extremely confident in what he's doing, especially as he moves around the ring. He's got a lot of intensity, a lot of good eye contact, something that I wish the class leader might have just a little bit more of. But still, I think this young man might just need to take a little bit more time and take a deep breath right there when he goes to set that sheep's legs. She might want to fight with him just a little bit every now and then, and so he kind of just leaves them where they are and then moves around the front of them. Just take that little bit of extra time and set those back legs in the right position, and then I really don't have too much else to critique you on there. You're an excellent showman. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Young lady that comes out here in third, when she gets that sheep's back leg set up and she stretches them out to the right length, man, she's got a good look from the side. Every now and then, though, she might get that sheep just a little too stretched out for me. And like I said, though, she's kind of push setting those back legs, maybe not as confident in her ability when she reaches back there and does set them. Unless being awfully nitpicky there, I just want to start working that sheep's head up and back a little bit more. That way he doesn't just kind of roll out of his front end a little bit. But so I think you're an excellent showman. Let's give her one more nice hand. Young lady that comes out here in fourth for me today, if I could just change the way that your body lays in the front side of that animal, I see you working up in the first or second for me all day long. You're actively working to get those sheep's legs set up in the right position. For me, you're showing too much body on the opposite side of that sheep's shoulder. I kind of want to lay your leg in a little bit more right here. Something somebody taught me when I was growing up is if you put your heel even with that sheep show side heel, it kind of puts your body in the right position already. So square up to that animal a little bit more. Maybe drop down just a peg, get a harder drive out of her coming up into you. Excellent job. Let's give her a nice hand. And we got our young man that came out of the previous class. He certainly would hope some more competition. I commend him for coming out here. He's shown for the past 30 minutes. I'm sure he and that sheep are getting tired, but he's still doing a darn good job. It just sucks, we get out here. He's got some pretty hard competition, every now and then I kind of keep catching him, maybe just getting a little lazy on me, I'm kind of just wanting to stand off to the side of that sheep ever so slightly. That's being awfully critical, young man. You're an excellent showman. You might do one of the best jobs of getting that sheep set up when you want to. Sometimes you kind of just stop and let him be where he's at. So just continue to stay actively working, keep pushing, and I can certainly move you on up a little bit more. Couple I'd like to talk about down here. Young lady on the end, I thought you did an excellent job. I just want to change your body position, maybe a process of getting that sheep set up. Some of you guys down on the end, let's take a little bit more time home, get them to work around, walk around that ring in a nice, comfortable manner, keeping that head up. Body positioning's big on there. Like I said to this young lady right here, square up your hips to that animal. Kind of put your body in the right position and help get a better drive out of them. This was an excellent class. Let's give all of them a nice hand. Good job.
Seventh place, Tyler Wurzberger. In sixth place, Kylie Akery. Fifth place, Ruger Talve. And in fourth place, Kinley Romero. Place, Haley Rhodes. Second place, Tommy Fogarty. And in first place, Macy Orland. Next in the ring is Class 5 4-H Senior Showmanship. Currently in the ring is Class 5 4-H Senior Showmanship. This is the first call for Class 6. Please be ready.
Another excellent class of showmen for me. I think the young lady that leads off, she's the most complete in terms of the, coming out here and being a total package showman. Sure, every now and then I'd like her to just stretch that sheep out just a little bit more. I think my biggest advice to you though is if you're not gonna, you pick them up and you bounce at those front legs, okay, I would either say set those back legs a little bit further back than you think you originally need to, that way he gets properly set out. And maybe just ease out of him every now and then after you stretch him out, that way he'll settle his spine down. But you do an excellent job of getting it pushed down. I think you come out here, you lead the class in terms of getting that sheep's head up and neck in the right place. That sheep's always driving up into you. Your body positioning is great. You're probably the most comfortable reaching back there and setting all those legs and getting them all put in the right place as well. I think you're an excellent, excellent showman. Let's give her a nice hand. young lady from the previous class that comes out here in second, you know, she certainly held her own rather well. For me, what sits you in second is we were sitting right here. I think it was the final four. I'm moving around the front of them. You and this young man in the back, you kind of you didn't show me your fronts as long as the lady in front of you and the young lady behind you. For me, just have a little bit more ring awareness there in terms of when the judge is wanting to look at the front end, always making sure you're in the right place around that animal. But for me, you know, that's getting awfully nitpicky there. You know, like I said, we've already used you if you're a showmanship champion. We already know you're an excellent sheep showman. Let's give her a nice hand. Young lady that comes out here with the blue sheep in third, for me, man, she's killer once she gets there. It might take her a little bit longer. I know I've sat here and said I'll wait as long as need be sometimes. Give you a little bit more time to get that sheep set up. But this is a team sport here. That sheep's got to work with you. I think he's not wanting to just drive on you today. Every time you come back and get in front of him, he's just wanting to back out on you today. And that sucks because I think you're an excellent, excellent showman. I really wanted to put you in first for me today. I just kind of, until now, this is the best look I've got at this sheep all day in this class. For me, though, just wouldn't get a hard enough drive. Your body positioning is the best on the front end of that sheep. Your hands are my favorite on that sheep's neck. There's really not much else to change there other than to say this is a team sport. Make sure that sheep's wanting to drive on you and get them stretched out and driving on you good. Excellent job. Let's give her a nice hand. Young man that comes out here in fourth for me today, I think I mentioned it earlier, just talking about working that sheep's head back into herself just a little bit more instead of kind of pulling that head forward a little bit over your hip. I want to relax your shoulders as well. You're an extremely intense individual. Maybe take a deep breath and just calm down and go a little bit slower. I made the comment too about just kind of leaving your back legs where where they were. You kind of did the same thing in this class, but I still think you're an excellent showman. Your body positioning is great. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Young lady that rounds off this top five for me, I just want to change the body position. I don't think this weather's just wanting to quite work with her as much today as the rest of these. For me, I think that she's just got a little bit, I think his biggest problems between his ears. Until now, he's not wanting to push on you. I still think, though, if you start working on getting your body around just a little bit more, remember, you're the boss. You control that sheep at all times, okay? He's got to work for you. Put a little bit more pressure. There's pressure points in their head and neck. Keep that head and neck up and keep his neck back. You want to be able to put a book right there in that 90-degree angle. Besides that, get him used to reaching back there and setting his legs. He's wanting to dance around on you just a little bit for me today. But still, I think you do an excellent job. Let's give all these individuals a nice round of applause. Good job, guys.
In fifth place, Whitney Walters. Fourth place, Tommy Fogarty. Third place, Courtney Polish. Second place, Macy Olin. And in first place, Lorelei Valkunis. Next in the ring is Class 6, Novice FFA. Please head to the ring. Currently in the ring is Class 6, Novice FFA Showmanship. Just a quick announcement, whoever's white Dodge is over in front of the sale barn needs to be moved, please. Again, the white Dodge in front of the sale barn needs to be moved. Thank you. Next in the ring is Class 1 of FFA Advanced Showmanship. Please be ready at the ringside.
Excellent class of showmen here. Let's give all these 5 young ladies another nice round of applause. You know, there might not be one that comes out here and just does everything right for me, but I still think the young lady with the leather up front, she knows what she's supposed to be doing. I think she's just having a little bit of a hard time getting there. She's showing how good she can come back from adversity, let that sheep go. She keeps driving, she didn't get frustrated. She kept working, kept trying to get those legs set. You know, we kind of got her a push-go sheep there. You know, that one kind of sets her back legs forward. Your body positioning around that front of that animal is the best in this class. I wish you might get his back legs just a notch closer together and a better set. That's being nitpicky though. I still think you do the best of getting the hardest drive out of them. Like I said, your body position, your hand placement, and moving around the ring is we have you do that with the most ease. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Young lady comes out here in second, man, that one's awfully calm, cool, and collected. Might just want to show a little bit more fire in that one. Maybe have just a nickel more ring awareness as I move around her. She was slower than the class winner in terms of transitioning around the front end of that animal as I move around from side to side. That's being awfully critical though. Every now and then though, I might kind of catch you laying your legs off of them a little too much for me. I'd like to just keep some contact, keep some pressure in there. Like I said, just show a little bit more intensity, get a little bit harder of a drive out of them. Young lady, same thing can be said for you right here in third. You're awfully calm, cool, and collected. I think you're an excellent showman if we can change like one thing on you, okay? I just want to change your body position, where your legs are, okay? From time to time, I catch you stepping this leg or putting this leg right here in between his front legs. Let's not do that, okay? Like I said in some previous classes, if you put your heel at this sheep's heel on the show side, it'll kind of sway your hips up that animal and get a better, harder drive out of them. But an excellent job, young lady. You're really, really good out here. Young lady that comes out here and fourth to me, man, that sheep's just giving her a hard time today. That one doesn't want to get out here and go. I said earlier, you know, it's a team sport. We got to make sure these things work at home before we bring them out here into a stressful environment. Even with that being said, though, you know, she's certainly working hard to trying to get that sheep set and stretched out. She knows what she's trying to do. Initially wanted to work her up just a little bit more. She might just be, you know, that shit might just be tightening her a little too much for me today. Still, I think you're doing an excellent job, young lady. Move that leg around. You're the boss of the sheep. Don't ever be discouraged. Okay, good job. Young lady that comes out here in fifth, the same thing. I always want to lay your leg in the front of that sheep, okay? Exchange your hands on the way that you hold that sheep's head and neck. You know, you're trying to present them to the highest quality. I just want you to get a little bit harder of a drive out of them. Make sure their legs are set in a little bit better position. You just pay a little bit more attention to me as I move around the ring. This was an excellent class of 5. Let's give them all a good round of applause. Good job.
Fifth place, Abigail Ruiz. Fourth place, Ivana Medina. Third, Cassidy Cervenka. Second, Brenna Leon. And in first, Danny Hampton. Next in the ring is Class 7, the first heat of FFA Advanced Showmanship. This is the first call for Class 8. Please be ready at the ringside. Another reminder, the white Dodge that's still in front of the sale barn needs to be moved, please.
Body position.
Can you text me right now?
Let's give all these individuals a nice round of applause. We're going to bring these four back. There was a couple that were close to me. I like the body positioning on a couple of these. This young lady's doing an excellent job. She's already changed the things we've talked about. Young man down here, I just wish we could get it done a little bit quicker. Your body positioning is good. I just want you to double check on those back legs from time to time. You talk to that young man up front there as well. He's as tall as me. I know it's hard showing short seat. Sometimes you just got to make those legs burn and just sit down there and squat with them and get a good drive out of them. Let's give all these individuals a nice round of applause. Good job.
Now entering the ring is Heat 2 of FFA Advanced Showmanship. Next in the ring is the FFA Final Drive. Another reminder, exhibitors, when you exit the ring, make sure you head on over to the sale barn to get your photo in front of the backdrop. Again, the sale order is posted outside of the office, so head on over there today and make sure that your correct animal is on that list.
Job, so.
Let's give all these individuals a nice round of applause. This was a stacked division here of the senior FFA. I'm excited to get all these back along with the other four from the previous one to work through them again. There's a couple more down here that I probably should have pulled. You know, it's getting really close for me. I thought the young man up front did an excellent job. Just might need to pay a little bit more attention, maybe get that U-run stretched out just a little bit more for me, and be a little bit more comfortable when he's doing it as he moves around the front end of that animal. Young man right here, just want to get a little bit harder of a drive. Young lady, I spoke to you too about being offside and double checking those back legs, making sure that sheep's driving on you at all times. Young lady, we talked to you about getting that sheep's head up and back, trying to get that sheep to sit down and drive on you a little bit more. And I thought the young lady on the end was doing an exceptional job as well with her body placement. Just might be wanting to put a little too much pressure on the back side of her head, of that lamb's head, and kind of pulling it forward if you're just wanting to fight just a little bit. Excellent division. Looking forward to getting the rest of them out here. Let's give them all one more nice hand.
Now entering the ring is the FFA final drive. Following the final drive, we will take a quick 5-minute break before we start goat showmanship.
my students are doing the grass.
Right here.
really good class here. Nice way to end this FFA deal. I think all these top 5 are exceptional showmen, and even on down the line, all the way through 8, 9, 10, however many I've got in here. For me though, I think these top 2 individuals that come out here, they're pretty darn good. They come out here and they just separate themselves from the rest of the class. In terms of their poise, their confidence, their know-how to move around that animal, their ring awareness of where I'm at all times. I mean, I'm sitting here watching them move around the sheep, and they're not even looking at me. I don't see their eyes, but they know that I moved to the opposite side of them, and they're switching sides to go along with it. Young lady that leads off, I don't really have too much to say about that one. I just think she comes out here and just hits me with the most ring presence. She's the most consistent in getting that animal set up. Every time I look at her, I don't catch a bad look at that sheep at all. It helps that he's pretty darn good at the same time. But still, I think she does an exceptional job of getting that sheep stuck and making them look the part better than the rest out here today. That's a nice way to start. Let's give her a nice hand. That's not to take anything away from the young lady in second. She's an exceptional showman. I really like the way she lays her body into the front end of that sheep. She's getting an exceptional drive at them at all times. The one thing that separated you from first and second for me, that offside back leg. I might just want to pull it forward an inch or two every now and then. I mean, we're splitting hairs out here. Y'all are all really good showmen. I got to get nitpicky on you on that. I do think your hand placement, I really love your hand placement, the way that you have your upper half of your body positioned in front of that sheep. I think it's exceptionally well. You do a great job of getting that sheep presented. Let's give her a nice hand. The young lady that brings this lamb out here in third for me, she was longer I studied her, she just kept working up for me. I think she's extremely consistent in what she does. She's always making sure that sheep's driving hard on her. I don't think I can look at that sheep and that ewe is not driving really hard on her. From time to time, she might take a little bit longer and get those sheep's legs set up. That ewe might just want to fight with her every now and then. I like to make her a little bit smoother in her transitions as she goes from side to side as I work around them. Like I said though, that's getting awfully nitpicky. One other thing, just comparatively to the 2 young ladies in front of you, I think you might, it's just personal preference, I think you might go squat down just a little too much for me. I like the way that the 2 in front of you lay their legs into the front of them just a little bit better. Looks like a little bit more smoother of a transition and comfortable stance to be in for long periods of time. But still, I think you do an excellent job. Let's give her a nice hand. Young man that comes out here in fourth, he reminds me a lot of myself at that age, tall. He's showing a pretty good sheep here that's tall. It fits him well out here in showmanship. Really calm, cool, collected. I'd like to show a little bit more fire in you, okay? I want you to get down there. And I think sometimes you might get that sheep's front legs just a little too far back up under them. If you're to just bounce them out a little bit and maybe take your body just an inch or two lower, I work you on up pretty easily. It's a really competitive top 5 here. So we just got to sit there and nitpick on some things like that. But young man, I think you do an excellent job. I mean, even with you standing up and being as tall as you are, you lay your legs smooth in front of that animal. I can't really decide if it's something I don't like, or if it's something I really like. I still think I just want you to knock down a peg and get that sheep driving on you a little bit more. Maybe just be a little bit more precise in where you put those legs at all times. Let's give him a nice round of applause. The young man that comes out here in fifth for me, I'd just like to give him a little bit more ring awareness as I move around him. I kind of catch him glazing off into the distance every now and then for me. I want to move that man's hip around in front of that sheep, square up his body, lay that leg in just a little bit smoother in the front side of that sheep's shoulder. I just get him to move around the ring a little bit more easy when we set him out there in the motion. I think that young man knows what he's doing. He's working hard at it. He knows where those legs are supposed to go. He knows what that sheep's supposed to look like. And I think that's really what it comes down to in showmanship, is knowing what your project's supposed to look like once you've got them perfectly set and ready to present. But like I said, this was an excellent division. It was tough all the way down, both divisions. You can see come out here and switch them any way you want. These are the way I like them today. I think y'all are all really good showmen. Let's give them one more nice big round of applause. Good job.
In 8th place, Danny Hampton. 7th, Madison Torres. 6th, Alina Berry. 5th, Ryan Jeffrey. 4th, Landon Blackburn. 3rd, Josie Peak. 2nd, Miley Patton. And in 1st, Amaya Sarati. We'll be taking a quick 5-minute break before the goat showmanship. Just a reminder, the sale order is posted and it is headed to the printer soon. So double check if you need to make any changes, otherwise it's going straight to the printer.
Yes, exactly. You want to walk over there?
This is the first call for Class 1 4-H Novice Showmanship. This is the first call. Sierra Lynn Pollock, novice showmanship. Your class is about to enter the ring. Currently in the ring is Class 1 4-H Novice Showmanship. This is the first call for Class 2 4-H Juniors. Please be ready.
Let's give this young lady a nice round of applause. She certainly could withstand some more competition out here today. I think she's doing an exceptional job. You know, of course, we'd like to see that goat just settle down and work with her a little bit more. I think my biggest critique on you, though, young lady, is just want to change your hands on that sheep's head, on that goat's head and neck. I think maybe if we like throw a chain up under that halter, that way you can grab onto it. I think you'd be able to get them lifted and get them set up just a little bit easier for you, rather than counting on that halter a little bit. So I think you do a good job. You lay your body in good into them, and get a good drive out of them. So let's give her a nice hand. Good job.
In first place, Sierra Lancaster. Now entering the ring is Class 2 4-H Junior Showmanship.
Don't trip me.
Our judge today is Ben Porter. Ben Porter is from Madison, Georgia, where he grew up showing lambs, goats, and hogs. He attended Connors State College in Warner, Oklahoma, where he was a member of the livestock judging team. He continued his livestock judging career at Texas A&M and graduated with his undergrad in animal science in 2021. He now resides in O'Neills, California, where he and his girlfriend oversee the operations of Spring Valley Land and Livestock, which include a flock of black-faced ewes, commercial Dorpers, and a herd of registered Angus cattle. Ben is also the co-owner of Peak Livestock Supplements. Let's give Ben a warm Bishop welcome.
Let's give all of these a nice round of applause. They're doing an exceptional job getting out here and showing these goats today. I think the young lady that leads off for me today, she seems the most comfortable and out here today getting that doe shown. I really like her body positioning the most of anybody out here. She's working really hard to make sure that doe's driving on her, getting her stretched out. She's always looking back down there and checking those legs. Sometimes she reaches down there and sets them. The only thing I want to change on this young lady, I just want to change the way that she grabs that goat's head and gets her stretched out. I think I said it earlier about this young lady down here in fourth. Let's throw a chain on that thing. I think you'll be able to utilize it a little bit better than your hands. I think they'll respond to that a little bit more, and it'll just make getting that doe stretched out and set up that much easier. But I think you did an exceptional job. Let's give her another nice hand. The young man comes out here in second. I told him, I said about it at sheep showmanship, you know, he's ultra calm, he's ultra cool, he's really collected in what he's doing. He's really smooth. He's the smoothest in his transitions. He might come out here and just get a little too lazy on me in terms of where those goats' legs are set. You know, every now and then, though, like I said in the sheep, I want to bring his body around in front of that goat. Maybe just lay a little bit more leg into it to get a harder drive out of that thing. I think your knowledge and your ring awareness and your presence around that goat is exceptionally good, though. Let's give him another nice hand. The young man that comes out here in third for me,
You know, that's a tough call for me in terms of which one where you want to put him. I was wanting to work him up in the second, just because I do think he's getting a harder drive out of that weather than the young man in front of him. But for me, though, it's just his body position that kind of just throws that look off when I step off to the side. I think I'd like to make you a little bit more comfortable, release some of that pressure on that hand right there on his head and neck, and just kind of make that goat look a little bit more natural in his front wood third. Bring that nose down and rock that head back a little bit more. Just square up your hips and get them driving straight on you, and I think that'll kind of help fix all your problems and smooth you up just a little bit. Another thing, just pay a little bit more attention as you move around the front. Sometimes just be a little bit more smoother in those transitions. Young lady that comes out here in fourth, she certainly held her own. She certainly withstood some more competition. I think the same can be said there in the previous class. I just like to lay her leg in just a little bit more on this side of that goat's body. Just kind of make sure we're getting a more consistent drive out of that thing. But she did an exceptional job. Young man that rounds out these top five for me. You come in here, you're up front. I'm looking at you and I'm like, yeah, this dude's pretty good. He's getting that goat set up. He's laying his leg into him. And then as I kept watching you, the further along up the class went, I felt like you just kind of like gave up on me. I think if you would have kept the same things that you were doing at the beginning of the class when you came in, I certainly worked you on up into 2-3 for sure. I think you know what you're doing. I just want you to keep working all the way throughout the class. This is an excellent group of showmen. Let's give them another nice round of applause. Good job.
In ninth place, Ashlyn Joseph. 8th, Mia Sosi. 7th, Tommy Fogarty. 6th, Turquoise Stone. 5th, Tristan Charlie. 4th, Sierra Lancaster. 3rd, Peter Charlie. 2nd, River Talbot. And in 1st, Sage Lancaster. Now entering the ring is Class 3 FFA Novice Showmanship. A reminder to all showmen, please make sure you head on over to the backdrop in the sale barn and get a picture with your animal.
I'm going to leave these three individuals like they came in. They all have the same similar showing styles in my opinion. However, I think the young lady up front is a little bit smoother in it. I think she gives that goat a little bit more space for her head. She's not crowding and leaning over that goat's head and not wanting to make it arch back. She looks the most natural and comfortable once she lays her leg in the front side of that goat. I just think she does an extremely good job. She comes out here and wins it pretty easily for me. I think the two young men that come in second, I can pretty much talk them as a pair, as the same thing. I think both of them, I think they need to give a little bit more space for that goat's head, for their goat's head. They're kind of wanting to lay them back a little too much for me. And just kind of making taking that profile look, not making it look as good for me when I step off to the side of them. You can just lay your leg into them a little bit more and just put a little bit more attention to that. I think we'll be better off. Let's give them all another nice hand. Good job, guys.
In third place, Andrew Cadena. Second place, Aiden Kingsford. And in first place, Evelyn Thornburg. Now entering the ring is Class 4 FFA Advanced Showmanship. the ring is FFA Advanced Showmanship. Next, we will be rolling straight into the Pygmy Goat Show.
Over here or here? There's a little shape right here.
Another excellent class, extremely competitive, top 5 here for me. I think the two that lead off, they look like they've been trained by the same people. They're almost identical in their process of getting those goats set up. They reach back there, set those back legs, they're stretching them out, utilizing that chain and that halter properly in the way, and holding their hands on their head and neck in the right way. For me though, I think I just see a little bit more ease and a little bit more speed of getting that animal set up out of the young lady up front. It's easier. She's got a bigger animal. That thing is really tall shouldered. It's easy for her to just stand there. It looks better for her to lay her body into the front end of that weather. For me, I just think she comes out here and checks the boxes. It's an extremely competitive top pair for me. I think the only thing that leaves this young lady down here in second is being extremely critical is just from your upper half. I think what the young lady does a little bit better in front of you, she looks a little bit more relaxed. She kind of lays those shoulders back, just kind of sits down in position and is ready to be there for a long period of time. I think that's the only thing that separates you two. Y'all are extremely good showmen. Let's give them both another nice hand. Young lady that comes out here in third for me, she's awfully darn good too. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to pick holes in them. We got there in those final 3. I just had to pull you to that weather kind of gave up on you right there at the end. You started off like extremely, I'm like, that's my winner all day long. The longer we kept that thing out here, he kind of wanted to give up on you. It took a little bit longer to get him set. It's a team sport. I was really trying not to fault you on that one too much. I think the other thing that really just kind of made me put you in third is I want you to take a deep breath, calm down, especially as I'm working around you. I think you get just a little too worked up. I mean, it's all right. Just take your time, be smooth about it. I'm not going to harp on you too long about being get caught on the wrong side because, it's kind of hard to remember that sometimes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I think you do an excellent job. Let's give her another nice hand. Coming on down the line, this young lady that comes out in fourth, she's extremely, I think she's really working on this project at home. I can tell she spends a lot of time with it. I have one fault with her, and I think once she changes that one fault, the rest of the things come together. I think you're putting a little too much pressure on that goat's head, pulling it up in the air. I think we should think about it as like using their head and neck, these pressure points in their jaw, to kind of keep their nose level and their head back into them. Yeah, we want them to come up and stand on their tippy toes, but we want them to look natural about it, okay? I think you might just get a little too intense there in terms of getting that goat's head up into you. I like it though. Every time you do it, that he comes up and he drives into you. Let's just pay a little bit more attention. I think if you let that settle down, you might throw this show side leg out in front of him and around him a little bit more. You can bring that belly up and keep him looking better from the profile, but good job. Young lady that came out of the previous class, and he's out here in the top 5 for me. Like I said, I think she did an exceptional job. I just want to lay her leg into that goat's front end just a little bit more. I keep seeing a little too much daylight for me when I step off from the 3/4 view through the front end of that goat. I think once she does that though, she becomes an extremely good showman. We can certainly work her on up because she's got some poise and some confidence, and she moves out here with enough ease. I think this was an extremely deep class. Let's give them all one more nice round of applause. It was a great way to end the FFA showmanship.
In 8th place, Aiden Kingsford. 7th, Guillermo Nava. 6th, JC Eaton. 5th, Evelyn Thornburg. 4th, Alina Berry. 3rd, Miley Patton. 2nd, Audrina Banta. And in 1st, Josie Peak. Next in their wing, we will have the Pygmy Goat Show.
I
is the first call for Class 1 of the Pygmy Goat Show, kids born after January 1st. This is the first call. Now entering the ring is Class 1, kids born after January 1st, 2023. Next in the ring will be our primary showman.
Oh, we got a nice single entry out here. Let's give this young lady and Bandito a nice round of applause. They're doing a good job. This one's pretty good. You know, there's not a lot here to sit here and compare him to, and he's pretty young. I still think he's pretty good in his own right. He's got some shape. He's got some body. He's pretty docile. She said he likes to be carried around, so that's good. Let's give her one more nice hand. Good job.
In first place, Sarah Janey. Next in the ring is our primary goat showmanship. ring is the primary pygmy goat showmanship. Next in the ring will be novice pygmy goat showmanship.
Let's give all these exhibitors a nice hand. They're doing an exceptional job out here. I'll be honest, this is my first pygmy goat showmanship class I've ever judged. I'll go through here and just kind of talk to them a little bit. I know we're all giving out here participation ribbons out here. I think they're all doing good. I think the young lady that comes up there, she's pretty aware of what's going on. She moves around the ring. She works to set those legs. And just gets her presented well. Young lady right here next, she's trying to get that thing set up. She lays her leg into the front of him every now and then and tries to brace him. I commend you for that. You do an excellent job of swapping sides and moving around. Might want to see you just set some legs a little bit more. I think the same thing can be said for you, young man. This young lady down here, I just want to see you get that, move around that doe's head a little bit more, we'll pay a little bit better attention to me. Let's give all the individuals a nice hand. Good job, guys.
Congratulations to all our primary pygmy goat showmen. Now entering the ring is novice pygmy goat showmanship. Next in the ring will be juniors. Please be ready.
Let's give this single entry a nice hand. She can withstand some more competition out here. I already asked her everything. I asked her about her project earlier. She's extremely knowledgeable about the subject. She comes out here and she gets that doe set up pretty quick for me. I think she's doing an exceptional job. Let's give her one more nice hand.
In first place, Sarah Janey. Now entering the ring is our junior pygmy goat showmanship. Next in the ring will be yearling Weathers.
Another excellent class of showmen here. For me, I think these top two individuals, you can sit here and flip them any way you want. They come out here, they've got a lot of ring awareness, they're paying attention to me at all times. They're reaching back and setting those legs and making sure they're in the right place. I think I might just like the young lady's calmness and demeanor up front to win. I think she just moves around that animal with a little bit more smoothness and always double checking those legs. She gets them closer than anybody else out here for me today. I think that's just a nice way to start. Good job, young lady. That's not to take anything away from the young lady that comes out here next. Man, she could stare a hose through a steel wall if she wanted to. She's got a lot of intensity. I really like the way that she goes about trying to get that leather set up. I think from time to time she might get that one just a nickel too stretched out for me or a nickel too under himself. I think if we just pay a little bit more attention in terms of where we're setting those legs and the proper length they need to be set at, I could certainly see us switching that top pair. Young lady that comes down here in third for me, I just want to show a little bit more intensity in you, maybe reach back and set those back legs. Just have a nickel more ring awareness as I move around you, but I think you do an exceptional job. Young lady on the end, it's hard showing a little one like that. We can't quite throw a chain on that thing. It would be a little too hard for you to walk around with him in the ring. But I think once he gets big enough and you start being able to do that, you can work him on up. He's just wanting to fight that lead and just kind of not want to work with you today. And you kind of just let him have a little too much slack as you reach back there and set his legs. But I commend you for doing that. Let's give all these individuals a nice round of applause. Good job.
In fourth place, Sarah Janey. Third, Reese Buffington. Second, Skylar Morley. And in first, Dylan Mitchner. Next in the ring is Senior Pygmy Goat Showmanship.
Let's give all these individuals another nice hand. They're doing an exceptional job out here. It's really close top pair for me today. I think I decided with the young lady's calmness and correctness that came out of the last class for me. I think she gets those front legs set just a little bit better for me. And she gets them set wide and square. They're not too close together. I commend you on that. Nice job, young lady. Young lady that comes out next, and I was like, that's the winner. Pretty easy right there for me. I like you reaching down there and picking up that goat's front end and setting his legs. I just think we need to pay a little bit more attention to sometimes where they land and the consistency of where they're placed, and double check those back legs from time to time. I think one more thing the young lady does a little bit better up front, she always keeps that goat's head and spine and neck all in a straight line. From time to time, I keep wanting to see that goat's head kind of turned off and pushed out to the side, but I think you do an exceptional job.
Young lady, we already talked about you before. You've got a lot of seriousness in you. You come out here, got a lot of intensity. Like I said, I just think we just pay a little bit more attention to those legs, try to keep them in straight lines. Besides that, I really don't have too much else to say about you. I think y'all are all excellent showmen. Let's give them one more nice hand. Good job.
In third place, Skylar Morley. Second, Taryn Mitchner. And in first, Dylan Mitchner. Next in the ring is Yearling Weathers.
Let's give them another nice hand. They brought two good ones out here today. I think the young ladies up front, that was just a little bit more comfortable in his skeleton. He moves around with more ease. I think he's a little bit bolder in his body shape and just kind of stands for more natural comfortability out there out of his top line. I think the young lady that comes in second, that's another bold body one that's got plenty of body and shape right there. It gets a little flatter through his forehead, maybe just a little bit more closed up in his chest for me. I think they're both extremely good though. Let's give them another nice hand. Good job.
Good job, girls.
I'm going to leave these two like they came in. I think the young ladies up front just comes to me with more body width and mass. She certainly expands right. She's rounder right there in her full rib. She's more open right there about her center rib. It just looks like she carries more width and mass right there out of her hip and pin set. I think the young ladies, whether that comes next, that one right there just forfeits too much width and genuine skeletal mass for me to move on up in the eye. It wants to fade right there through his full rib. But he's a long, smooth made one that's got a good look from the side. This is a good class. Let's give him a nice round of applause.
In second place, Dylan Mitchner, and in first place, Taryn Mitchner. Currently in the ring is the Pygmy Goat Champion Drive.
let's give all these pygmy goat exhibitors a nice hand. They're certainly doing a good job to get out here this far today. For me, I think there's two individuals that just bring one a little bit further along, a little bit better in their maturity pattern. You know, I think this one right here that comes out of this middle division, that one might have some better days ahead of it. But for me today, I'm going to side with the two out of this heavyweight class. Let's give them a nice hand. Good job, guys.
Congratulations, your champion pygmy goat goes to Taryn Mitchner, and reserve champion goes to Dylan Mitchner. That concludes our pygmy goat show. We will see you back here at 3 o'clock for cattle showmanship.